Hey everyone, how's it going? It is either real Randy Chavez coming at you today with a Veve OMI update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I love y'all. If you're say, where's Dashie? Dashie is currently protecting the house. I am currently, plot twist. I'm in the Midwest, and this is well, let's talk about OMI first. We'll get into that. OMI's up about 2% on the day, and it has about 1.2 million in volume, and I suspect not for long. We do have a couple of big buy orders going in today. Probably by the time that you see this, we'll already see a nice big green candle. I'm not sure where that takes us. It will be efficient. It will be let's say close to $69,000 buy order. Everyone comment nice down below for the 69. We're at 00101. We were at 105 yesterday. This seems to be the new, kind of the new support line here. It hasn't really gone below this. Or no, I guess it has, but every time it does, it comes right back up, and that's been over the last couple days since the 17th, is now the 19th. We go over and we see how it's doing against the rest of the market. Bitcoin up almost 1% on the day, ETH up almost 4%, BNB is pretty flat, Solana up 2%, XRP is flat, Lido staked up 3.8, Cardano pretty flat, and Avalanche down about 0.9. But something else you should take a look about OMI, which again, short term over the day, pretty cool. I like that. But if you go over, take last week up 37%, last 2 weeks up 42%, and last 30 days up 73%. Not too shabby. And we're finally up over the year, over 1% on the year. We had a little bit of a dark time in 2023, but I think after the next couple of weeks, you will likely not see the triple zeros ever again. There are, I would say by April 1st, we're probably at 002, if not anywhere between 002 and 003. I have always said that I would like to keep things public. That's why my Patreon doesn't have any, I don't have any exclusive Patreon content. I think information should be free. There are a lot of buy orders that are going to go in over the next 4 to 6 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. And if you're saying oh, I'm going to wait till April to buy, you're likely going to have to pay double or triple the prices that they are now. It's not financial advice. This is just the way I see things. I could 100% be wrong. Again, just the way I see them. We got a lot of news to go over. We got Mike Coulson, who is in the 1 million MCP point club at level 58. Shout out to him. From Chris Severs, it said, just read the latest comics and crypto newsletter. For Veve friends without the time to read the whole blog, read the 2 paragraphs below, which I'll do right now. We'll say that again. Only one other company has ever had the honor of creating their own exclusive comic labels with CGC. This is a major validation from the physical collecting space, and it shows that CGC supports what Veve is doing to merge the physical and digital collecting worlds. And when the label is more widely produced, it will signal to other physical collectors that Veve is here to stay. Not to mention the incredible impact that this can have on Veve on all original comics moving forward. So what does this have to do with CGC x Veve comic labels? In short term, it demonstrates that Veve has solidified its place in the physical comic collecting world, increasing brand recognition among those who may not take digital collectibles seriously. In the long term, this sets an amazing precedent. Brands deeply entrenched in Web3 are just as important and collectibles as far as the physical collecting space. It's thrilling to witness the bridge between physical and digital collecting growing stronger. We truly believe that this is the future of collectible space. In case you missed my live streams, I get it, sometimes it's several hours. I don't think I've mentioned this on video. Marvel is rebooting their Ultimate X-Men. In order to reboot something, it usually takes months, if not years, of planning. And who's doing the original characters for the Ultimate X-Men? It is going to be a Veve fan favorite. It is going to be Peach Momoko. I don't know if she's going to be going to South by Southwest, but in South by Southwest, which they're having in the next couple of weeks over in Texas, you have Veve and Marvel and a couple of big X-Men executives talking about the future of X-Men. My theory is that they go and they say, hey, we as Marvel trying to go and increase profits wherever we can. A big drain on that is going and sending out 400,000 units of physical copies to these random stores, paying the insurance, paying the drivers, paying for ink, paying for whatever. It's likely going to be much easier for them to go and just do a combination of physical and digital. So that this way they can wind down the physical, which costs a lot, and really up the digital where the profit margins are much greater. When they go and do this, they're going to have a little bit of kickback. But again, I think there's always going to be places for you to get those physical comics. But physical comic stores haven't been doing so well as of late. A lot of physical things haven't been doing so well. You had Sports Illustrated that had gone and said, hey, we're going to go and get rid of our magazine division because not a lot of people read that anymore. Name the last time anyone has gotten a morning paper. Monday, Sunday paper, whatever it is. I don't really know anyone that reads them. Comment down below if I'm wrong, if you know other people. But in general, this is the way technology is moving. This is the way that the future is moving. And it would make a lot of sense for Marvel to go and say, we're going to release them digitally over on the Veve app. What does that mean for the Marvel Unlimited people that are paying $10, $20 a month? I don't know. I don't know if they might get like a free subscription to Veve or whatever. And again, this is just 100% in my mind. I don't know what's going to be announced. We do know that Veve Magic will be going there and she'll be live streaming the whole thing. So hopefully we'll be able to get a nice show of what that is. Moving on. Shout out to Harris Ryan 116 that said Veve Digital Collectibles, #passion, #Veve, who is level 87 now and has 3.3 million points, which is absolutely bananas. Speaking of which, I guess I'll go over this now. If you woke up like I did and are no longer a master collector and you're Diamond 1, there is a reason for that. And as much as I wish I could say it's because everyone's been FOMOing in and it's just going to take that next level to get there, it's just because of a glitch. Again, me getting 18, almost 1,900 points a day, we're put down back to Diamond 1 instead of Master Collector. That will likely be fixed over the next day or so, maybe 2-3 days. But I would not go and read anything into that. Again, they did say on Discord that was just a glitch, and they are working on it. Outside of being here and getting more whales to double down on OMI, and some even go in for the first time, one of the big things that we've all been talking about is the gold and silver Veve logo. Now, don't get me wrong, we've been talking about a lot of things. The partner statue, the Todd, the Roso, Superman, any of the blue chip collectibles that are going to do really, really well. Secret Rare Spider-Man, Secret Rare Miles Morales. Secret Rare Miles Morales is already a grail at those levels. And when we talk about ROI, the two that really, really pop up are always partner statue and gold and silver Veve logo. Again, just wanted to throw that information out there for y'all, but there's some statistics on the golden Veve logo that we don't have anywhere else. If we go and take a look at all of the entire supply of the 392 that are already minted, how many of them are diamond hands that they just don't sell, they've never sold, they minted them, and that's it? Well, that's 125 or 31, almost 32% out of that 392. How many of them are serious collectors where, you know, they might not have sold the logo, but they do sell some of their particular collectibles, whatever they are? Well, that's another 35%. So you have about 67% of people that have these gold logos that are either serious diamond hand collectors where they just don't sell, or they're just serious collectors where they sell sometimes, but not the logo. You have another almost 20% of people, that's about 75 of them, that are collectors that for the most part, you know, they sell a little bit, but that's really only to grow the collection. Out of the ones that are left, the traders, the flippers, season flippers, and aggressive flippers, out of them you have 22, 11, that's 33, 42. So it's 54 people, which is a total of 7, 9, about 12% of people that have that logo that are aggressively flipping, or they are known to flip, but maybe the logo for them is something that they want to go and keep. Again, those numbers will dwindle as it gets into more and more diamond hands. Again, you will see some more people buy that over the next couple of weeks. It's not just going to be OMI. Again, I don't know the statistics for that over on the partner statue, but for the partner statue, there's just a lot more of them, so it is harder to keep tabs on that. David posted on his Instagram, which is sometimes where we get some alpha. He says, despite an age disparity of over 30 years between any son and me, Veve allows us to share the same heroes through a technology of the future. Whether the heroes of the past or those of today, they now have a shared future. A huge thank you to David, Dan, and the whole team for making these exchanges possible and cultivating this precious complicity. This is from somebody that had gone on and sent a message to David. I believe the original message was in French. And when he goes and says that, it's like, hey, me and my son don't have a lot in common, but now we do. Now we have a bunch of things to talk about. I've been at countless events where people are like, me and my family didn't really talk that much or get along that much. Now we do drops together, and now we have things. This is all we talk about. So not only is it a great vehicle for some of us to invest, and some of us have really good times, it's also a way to bring some families back together. David goes on and he posts collectors at heart and to the moon. Shout out to him for that. David is super excited to have Dracula go and post over on the app, and he said he could not wait. He has a physical form as the first appearance of Blade going and fighting Dracula. That actually drops tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. David, you had also reposted Avantgarde Interactive, which is a Tengoku Senso, which is the video game. It's a 2D side-scroller that is going to use OMI. He just reposted saying, Morphing Broom Sabrina's ultimate move is a full-screen attack. If you go and you watch that, it's a little heavy on the flashing lights, but it's looks like a really cool game. I can't wait to see what other games use OMI. Metaverse Life had gone on and posted on Monday, which was that today? Oh yeah, that's today. At 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, check out the pilot episode of Uncle Palpy here on X, using both physical actors and digital actors only from Veve Official. I cannot wait for that. Veve is looking for people to do community research. Veve goes and says, hey Veve fam, we would love for you to join our research community. Share your thoughts, engage in research activities, and test new features to help us shape products that will make your collecting experience even better. If you go on and sign up, it's not too long of a questionnaire. They eventually will make you sign an NDA. I'm not 100% sure what that's going to be about, but it seems fun, and I signed up. Veve's had a pretty good record over the last week or so, or a couple of weeks, with selling things out. Lambo yesterday sold out in a minute, grossing about $200,000. The Year of the Dragon stamps from New Zealand, that also sold out. I think that only grossed about $36,000 because there wasn't a ton of that. Same thing with the U.S. Post Office. Love, that was the one that sold out as well. All of the physical drops have been selling out, except for Rabbids, which only, I think they made like 20-something thousand, and the Year of the Dragon, those lunar stamps, which I thoroughly enjoy. I bought like 28 of those boxes trying to get a secret rare. Finally got one. That also made about 21,000. Something that I've been seeing moving in the market is the Lucky Roso Gold that had moved from $535 to $735. You guys know that as the drop we had previously, which also sold out, grossing them about $21,000. Veve Digital Collectibles was trending with over, I think, like 25,000 posts at some point. I think it was like number 19. It was trending like in the US. That was really fun. Even Akomi going on, say, Veve Digital Collectibles, using that old school logo of Veve and Akomi for the Throwback Thursday when it happened. In the next 3 days, people that got the Veveverse beta invites recently will have another 2 days in order to go and sign that. And on the 22nd, they'll be able to go and use the Veveverse, at least the beta version, at least for the home space. Sanjay was over on, I think, Dr. Stuff's channel the other day and says like, oh man, I saw something and I wanted to cry, in a really good, exciting way. So I had to sign another NDA for it. So I'm not 100% sure what he saw. I'm not 100% sure if that was in Veveverse beta, whatever it was, but these next few months are going to be absolutely parabolic. Shout out to Waco, or at Ordinal Drunk over on the X, for having 237 Disney Ds. That is a lot of D. Comment nice down below. There was an event in New York City a couple of days ago, and former presidential candidate Andrew Yang was there, and the event was about getting more on AI and the metaverse. Slowly but surely, you're getting to see some younger politicians, and hopefully, I think in the next 10 years, we start replacing all these like geriatric people with people that are young and know what the heck they're doing with technology. It's going to be a big boon for the U.S. Shout out to everyone's vaults going up. I had a buddy of mine message me, say my vault is literally up 90K now in 1 week. And you see he's watching me and Lori over there. I thought that was really cool. Shout out to Queen Veve, the queen. I may or may not be going to NFT NYC. It does seem like now that the bull market is in full effect, there is going to be a lot of people that they might have learned in the last bear market that, okay, you can't just go and raise a couple $1 million with no plan and no working product just because you're in NFTs. A lot of VCs are getting a lot smarter. They're really hip to that. I might go and just, kind of promote Veve there. Let me know if you're going to go to that. Some cool things that happen in real life that also happen on Veve. There was a 9.8 CGC Tales of Suspense, the first appearance of Iron Man, so Tales of Suspense number 39. Back in September, sold for $2 million, and wondering when that's going to happen over on the app. Shout out to Christopher Silva, whose Veve name is about 8 inches. Comment all your fire memes and fire inappropriate stuff down below. We've reached level 54 and is at 824,000 MCP points. Shout out to Brock McBlockchain and the Feeshes saying, I've decided I've won. You're welcome. Also, promo codes for DJ Octo plushies going out today. So if you did order a DJ Octo plushie like myself, go in and check your email. You will get something really cool for the Feeshes. Okay, what are whales doing? What are the top 500 accounts doing over on Veve? Well, you have Headhunter, which sold 64 collectibles, Beer Guy 33, which sold 154, and WC3NTE, which sold 272 collectibles. 3, 4. So figure about 450-ish that they had sold. I don't want to say it's writ small, but obviously the people that are buying more than the people that are selling. Colonel Stats, which is wallet number 3 now, bought 339 collectibles. Mounder Yo, which is wallet number 31 now, moving up 6 positions, bought 354. And then Bezoj Man, who's number 1, has 45,000 collectibles, bought 678 this past week. Absolute bananas. We have a couple of really interesting things. Out of the most positions climbed, we had number 9085, which climbed 169 positions, which is wild. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He only climbed 35 positions. He just bought 169 NFTs. And then you go on and you have Sunchard BV, which is a completely new wallet, moving up at least 62 because he's now wallet 438. And Sweehunk, who is now wallet number 439. Shout out to them. But you could tell that everyone in the top 63, with the exception of WC3NTE, is doing nothing but buying. Actually, it's really everyone in the top 126, with the exception of WC3NTE and Beer Guy. There's a lot of people that are going super, super hard on these. Money goes to money. You will see. I also think we should ask David to talk to Heather Marvel about something, because here was Rogue in the original 1990s Marvel cartoon. Here's Rogue in the reboot of 1997. Never forget what they took from us. Come on, Marvel. Got to do better. Shout out to Stephen Duarte that finally broke the top 100 and is now number 98 over on the top 500 for the amount of people that have just the top wallets in general. I'm still in the top 400, surprisingly. Maybe I'll do more soon. And shout out to Colonel Stats, who again is the number 3 wallet. He is level 100, and David Yu giving a big shout out saying congrats to the big 100. Jeremy Padua is saying, hey, Comey, this would be a great time to announce a very specific big exchange, go-to-market plan and timing, $OMI. I think it'd be better a little bit to wait, but obviously Jeremy Padua having probably bigger bags than I do on OMI, very smart. I'm not 100% sure of his reasonings. I know that he said before this is a sprint, not a race. We're two people that really want the best for OMI, and we just happen to have a slight difference on what we think would be the best. At the end of the day, it's not really any of our decisions. It's the people at Veve, it's the people at Akomi that also know things that we don't know. They know things that are not public, and they know things like, hey, if we do this because of XYZ, it might not be good because of this reason. I have trust in the team. I have faith in the team. Comment down below your thoughts. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I will catch you all later. All right, I love you guys. Bye. Meow, meow, meow. Meow. Watch for those OMI green candles. They are incoming shortly. They're hot.